Hey guys, so for this month's homeschool favorites, I thought I would show you some of our favorite educational games because these are things that my kids will be using and playing with this summer. We get a ton of afternoon rain thunderstorms here in Florida, and so I figured that would be the perfect time to build a fort and play some educational games so that they're still learning this summer without knowing it. So my son is a new reader. So I will show you some of his reading games. My daughter, she really needs to work on her multiplication this summer. I'm probably going to do a whole nother video on what our summer goals are with their learning, but so it's mostly some reading and math stuff for them. There is one thing that my 3-year-old ripped up and destroyed right before I filmed this video, so I will put a picture in to show you that. But anyway, let's get started. So I know I've shown you this before. This Pop for Letters game is awesome. All they do is what do we have in here? Oh look, there's a pony. The way that we play it for my older kids when they are reading is instead of naming the letter or the letter sound, they have to quickly name something that starts with that letter. So, you know, just instead of saying J or instead of saying J, they have to say like jellyfish, and that just helps with their fluency and just being a little bit quick on their feet with reading. These magic yard dice, I got these from Target. We've used these for a million different things. Sometimes I put like pictures of jumping jacks or, you know, just different animals, and they'll roll the die, and if they land on that, then they have to do like 6, you know, spider crawls or something like that, just for physical activity. But we are going to be using these quite often this summer for multiplication. My daughter, like I said, she really needs to pick up her speed, I guess I would say, her speed with her multiplication. So on occasion I will probably tape with what's it called, a index card with different higher numbers, since it only goes to 6. But so that's that. My little guy, I love this for him. He loves this counting floor puzzle, and it's huge when it goes, 10 feet long, there you go. And so he almost plays like a little hopscotch with this. So I thought it goes all the way up to 20. He has number recognition up until 10, but from that point on it gets a little hairy. So I thought that we would do a little bit of a beanbag toss type of a game with this this summer for him. So this is the Eric Carle Very Hungry Caterpillar Counting Floor Puzzle. We have been big fans of this since I got it last year. I know I've shown it more than once, but this is a fun full family activity, whether they, you know, can read or not. So it goes from I would say my 3-year-old up through my 8-year-old. They all enjoy this. There's different ways to play it. There's they can either well, it's in a bunch of pieces, but basically these little cards, my daughter and my son will put these out for my 3-year-old, and he'll just code the mouse on his own. But otherwise, they're able to do this on their own without using these coding cards. So, and this is a really fun family educational game. It's definitely a STEM game for sure. This Scrambled States of America, we've been playing this one-on-one with my daughter a lot lately. My younger two, my son, who, like I said, is a new reader, he is not able to keep up with this game unless he is on our team, just because you have to quickly match. For example, if you have 5 states here, and the card is, is showing teeth is easy, but if the card, well, let's see, didn't scramble them up. Okay. So most of the cards, except for every single one that I'm picking up, say things like does not touch an ocean, state starts and ends with a vowel, state starts with N, things like that. He is not quick enough on his feet in order to answer those. So he can play if he's on a team with us, but we've been playing this, my husband and I, with my daughter when the boys go to bed. And this is a great one. So if we get some one-on-one moments, this is going to be great this summer. And she is really picking up on U.S. geography because of this game. We have not used a curriculum at all, we've just used this, but she's really picking up on a lot. So I really like this game. This here, I don't know what it's called because as you can see, the original packaging did not make it very long in our house. Let's see if the name is written on here somewhere. No, okay. So this has been really great. Oh, matching letters. Okay, so this has been really great for my son, who has just been building these words. And he's been pretty proud of himself because he will take a word like that and build it, and then he'll just change a letter out, flip a letter around, and if he ends up making a word, he's very proud of himself because he can read. So this is great. It comes, I think there's 8 of these different die there, and then there's just tons of cards. So that. This visual brainstorms. This is something that I just got. I'm sorry, my husband's washing dishes, so it's kind of loud, but this is my only chance to film this. This is something I just got at a garage sale. I did find it on Amazon. Apparently it's from 1995, so they have a new edition and the 1995 edition. They are both on Amazon Prime. This is pretty tough, so this is definitely a boredom buster for my 8-year-old, not for my other 2. Although they can attempt it, but I just think they would be frustrated. So, let me get this open. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm filming this on my iPhone, so this is not the easiest, but here is an example. For this, assuming that all 3 colored balls will roll freely through this maze, what is the color of the ball that will exit chute number 2? And it's all sorts of twisty. And then they have, this is the medium difficulty level. Then there's something like this. Some of them are just almost like riddles. So Lois is trying to decide which of the 2 watering cans to buy. She wants the one that will hold the most water. Which one should she buy? This one is obviously yellow because the spout is shorter there. So that's kind of, the easier ones are almost riddles, but then there's something like this. Some of them are, the red ones have been too difficult for my 8-year-old. So there's that. This is something that I've shown before as well, these upper and lowercase letter puzzles. I'll just go ahead and show you the size in case I didn't do that last time. They're a pretty decent size here. When we play with these, they end up, when we do all the letters of the alphabet across our entire floor. There's uppercase and lowercase. And then this has been around our house for a long while, since before my daughter was reading. And this is a fun one. It is just 4 in a row. Dog hair in there also, but they have to match the color and the letter sound, and so it's very colorful, very fun, but also very simple. So this is something that my 3-year-old is able to now participate with because we help him. We tell him, you know, what letter sound he's looking for, and then so if we say then he will go and try to find the mouse. But he's doing a pretty good job with this as well. So there's that. Okay, and then last but not least, I will be sprucing up our poetry tea time with some fun and silly books and then some of these riddle books. So this one's called Riddle Me This. This one's called Oh No, Where Are My Pants and Other Disasters. That's a really funny book of poetry. And then these read aloud rhymes for the very young and just the very young books in general, I found are great for my 3-year-old just to keep him engaged, and they're obviously generally have more illustration and color, and they're shorter. They're just shorter poems to keep their interest. So that is what's going on in our homeschool this month. If you guys have any summer fun educational games or books or just anything you've been loving in your homeschool this month, go ahead and check below and see how you can go ahead or how you can link up with us. And make sure that you come back in a couple days and also check below and see some other videos that will be submitted that I'll go ahead and stick in the description box. Excuse me. Anyway, so yep, that's what's going on in the month of May, and I look forward to seeing your videos. Bye.